Welcome to the deep dive. We're doing things a little differently this time, diving into some eyebrow-raising comments from former President Obama on the campaign trail,
It's certainly been a week of headlines, hasn't it?
to say the least. We've got this news article that really caught our eye, detailing Obama's concerns about Trump's mental fitness for office. And, well, some of the examples he uses are, shall we say, colorful.
It's a delicate topic, to be sure. Fitness for office is always a point of discussion during elections, but Obama's really leaning into this, isn't he?
He is, and he's using some pretty striking examples to make his point. Like, okay, are you ready for this? One of the things he talks about is this recent Trump town hall.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but go on.
Right. So picture this. Instead of, answering questions about policy and stuff, what does Trump do? He launches into a 40-minute dance break. And get this, the playlist included Memory from Cats. Memory.
Okay, I have to admit, that's not something you see every day in a political campaign.
No kidding. And it's not just some offhand remark either. The article goes into detail about how this all went down. Apparently, Trump just started dancing right there in the middle of the town hall.
You know, music and politics have always had a bit of a complicated relationship. It's a powerful tool, can be used to energize a crowd, evoke emotions, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But this feels different.
It's definitely next level, and Obama knows it. The article even quotes him reacting to this whole dance situation. He's like, "Can you imagine if I did that?" And then, as if that wasn't enough, he adds, "Can you imagine if anyone did that?" Right in the middle. Now, our playlist would probably be better.
Okay, the man knows how to land a punchline.
Right. But it's also kind of genius when you think about it. He's using this almost absurd image to make a serious point about judgment and temperament.
Exactly. It's classic political rhetoric. You
Right.
take something outlandish, something people can easily grasp, and you use it to drive home a point that might otherwise be lost in the noise. And by poking a little fun at himself, his own taste in music, he comes across as more relatable, less preachy.
It's disarming, isn't it? But the dancing is just the tip of the iceberg. Obama brings up some other head-scratching moments from Trump. Like there's this quote in the article where Trump calls himself the father of IVF.
Okay, that one threw me for a loop.
Right. And then, in almost the same breath, he's talking about January 6th being a day of love.
And that juxtaposition, that's where things get really interesting. Because it's not just about individual comments, is it? It's about a pattern of behavior, a way of speaking that Obama seems to be suggesting is, well, concerning.
And to really hammer that home, Obama says, and I quote, "You would be worried if your grandpa was acting like this."
That right there, that's a masterclass in rhetoric. Because it takes this abstract idea of fitness for office and makes it deeply personal. Suddenly, we're not just talking about some politician, we're thinking about our own families, our own grandfathers. It forces you to confront the question, would I be okay with this behavior from someone I love?
It's a powerful way to frame the issue. And it leaves us with a lot to think about, doesn't it? How do we assess fitness for office? What role does spectacle play in campaigns? And how much weight should we give to a politician's words, especially when they seem so off the cuff?
It's a conversation we need to be having, especially given the state of our current political climate.
Absolutely. And I think this whole situation, Obama's comments, Trump's behavior, it all highlights just how important it is to be informed, to pay attention, and to really think critically about the things we're seeing and hearing on the campaign trail. Because ultimately, the choices we make have consequences.
Couldn't agree more. It's not always easy to cut through the noise,
Mm.
but it's more important now than ever.
Well said. And on that note, we're going to leave you to ponder these questions a bit further. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, and until next time, stay curious.